I will to delete it. Delete items. Sorry, sir. First, after all of you create the new training input here, and then on your SCP doc here on your training input, it must still empty here, no class and no sample here, and then click on the plus icon here. After you set the distance with 0.001, and you can customize the number, because the bigger value, you will get the bigger area here. For example, if I set in 0.01, then I will get a wider area here. And when we set in 0.001, then we will get a smaller area here. It is a distance that calculate according to the based on the pixel value as a reference. So the software will use the pixel value that we choose here and find the other pixel with that have a similar value, like this. It's not a fixed values. You can customize if your sample, your training area too wide. You can set the distance number.
Mr. Hafiz?
Yes.
Can I ask? I want to share my screen actually to make sure that I'm doing the right LI.
Okay.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Okay.
Yeah. My map is still. Okay.
So based on the step, I just choose the creating the ROI. I choose in here, and
yes,
then I click the MC name as vegetation and class name-nya it's mangrove. Is it right?
Yes. Yeah. And then click.
Okay.
And then click save icons. Bisa the signature.
Save icon.
Yeah. Wait. Save temporary array. Try to choose other sample area. Other mangrove.
Okay. I try. Example, I choose in here.
Yeah.
And there I have the master class name vegetation and
still vegetation. Yep.
And then save temporary ROI.
Yep.
Try.
Yeah. And then move continue to other samples. And for exercise, I think choose you need to choose only three sample for each class.
So if I want to choose like the other areas and other class, maybe I want to try it. Maybe if I choose if in here this is not the mangrove but vegetation, I just change the class name.
Yep.
But the class name is based on me to name it. Example like and Mr. Umir says studies like maybe it's another story, or is it a bus, or is it something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the step that I'm doing is right.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Hafiz.
So what I got after selection is MC1 and MC1 for MC name and C1 for C name.
Okay.
Do I have to rename it?
Yeah. I will share my screen. Okay. After I answer the question from Mr. Samuel, I will answer the question from
Okay.
Miss Ebtisam. Wait a minute. First, why I prefer to choose each sample, each ROI on each class. For example, I have three training area for mangrove, and after that I will merge. I prefer to choose one by one because if I make a mistake to choose the area, it's easy to delete the ROI, the ROI. You can select a multiple ROI by click control on your keyboard after you select the area. For example, you want to select multiple ROI for mangrove class. First, click on the mangrove and then click control, taps on your keyboard, and then choose again, and then click control again and choose again. You can choose a multiple ROI here, so you don't need to merge the class here. But the problem is if I make a mistake to choose the area here, I cannot remove only this area, so I must repeat it from beginning. And about your question, after, for example, after I have a mangrove in three area, and then I merge. Where is merge? Then I delete the previous one. Then I rename the new training area for mangrove class. Mangrove. And then the ID, the macro ID and class ID, I will type according to this vegetation with the macro ID 1 and mangrove for 1. 1 and 1. And then vegetation, merge.
Aku kan sekolah di rumah. Kemarin aku sekolah di sekolah.
Vegetation, terrestrial vegetation, and delete and rename. Here, vegetation. Number 2. For example, the macro ID for build up area. When we change the build up area here for settlement, you can change with 2. Yep. and the class will split from the others. For example, water body here is water body 3, like this. So we will change the ID for macro and class ID after we merge the training area for each class.
All right. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for those of us who aren't familiar with this landscape,
yes,
right?
sir.
For those of us who aren't familiar with the landscape and perhaps having issues identifying the different vegetation types, because I have no background at all in terms of this area.
Okay.
Your word version may actually kind of be helpful and actually kind of pointing out the different vegetation types that's actually being shown, because I have no background at all in this area in terms of knowing what's mangrove, what's terrestrial vegetation, etc.
Okay.
Okay. We will wait a minute. Okay. First, for you that not familiar about this area, to identify the coverage of land cover here, we need to understand, we can distinguish the object based on the key interpretations. The key interpretation is we can see we can differentiate area based on the different color, shape, texture, and associate, and etc. If I'm not wrong, it have 7 key interpretation. And for mangrove, why we use false color composite, especially with band 5, 6, and 7, because here we can see the different color between the terrestrial area and mangrove area. And the question is, where is the mangrove area? Mangrove area, we know the area of the mangrove is associated with the river estuary near the coastal area here, and we can see the light red color here. It is a mangrove, sir. It's usually mangrove. I hear Mr. Bayu voice in our room. Mr. Bayu. Wait. Because Mr. Bayu doing research in this area, sir, so he know more about the area than me. Mr. Bayu? Mas Bay?
Sorry. We have noise in my background. I do apologize with that. So, what is Hafiz?
The question is how to identify the class cover from satellite imagery, especially in this area, Mr. Bayu, because maybe it's easy for me to identify where is mangrove and non-mangrove and build up area, and how about the others? Maybe you can ask, you can answer the question.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. So actually, we have to know first about the local information of our study area. So it's better if we search for the reference or other information from other reports or other activities of our study area. And then after we know the information related to the turnover in our study area, then we have to define the classification scheme. The classification scheme is comprised of the several class of our land cover. For instance, because me and also Mr. Hafiz already visit the Anakan, so we already know how much types of the land cover over there. Then we conclude, okay, we have 6 or 8, maybe 8 land cover types over the Segara Anakan. And then after we already knew the types of the land cover in Segara Anakan, then we try to identify or interactive or identify the object over the image by using the several interpretation key. As I mentioned before in the yesterday's session, that for discriminating mangrove from other objects, from other terrestrial vegetation, we use the key interpretation of four characteristics. There is the tones and color, and then the texture, the site association, and then I forgot one more. Texture, site association, tone and color, and also a pattern. So you have to know first the characteristic of your object, of your study. For example, for the mangrove, the characteristic of mangrove ecosystem, mangrove located in the tidal area, and in the tidal area it should be flat, and in between mangrove there should be many water channel, little water channel like a creek. We call it creek, like this one. So we can conclude that this is a mangrove area, something like that. And also we combine this knowledge with spectral knowledge, something like that. As we mentioned in the previous presentation in the yesterday, that the reflectance of every object is very specific. Yeah, very specific. For instance, I think we already present the spectral proof of the several objects, such as oil, and then built up area, and then water, vegetation. If you see my slide or yesterday's slide, you can see that the soil reflectance pattern in the reflectance proof. You can see that the strong reflectance for the soil is in the range of soft-wave infrared. And then conversely, for the vegetation reflectance is strong in the near infrared. So there is some of the key of the interpretation. Of course, you have to be familiarized with this combination and much practice to have to know well how to identify a certain object over the image. So I think still we have need a time to familiarize with the image, with the image with the satellite image. Okay, I think that is my explanation. So, do you get my point?
Yes, I got it. I got your point to some extent. I think I had quite a bit of understanding of it. I think the problem was that while I do understand that the dark orange areas, for instance, on the image that's up right now, is mangroves. I had no idea what the other areas were. So now that Hasfit is doing this and kind of pointing out this is Beerland, then we can proceed with the classification because I don't know this area. Right? If it was my area that I was working on, I'd be able to do this easily because I could have the local knowledge of what's happening. But because we don't have this local knowledge, we do need this form of information to inform us in the classification.
Yeah, of course. Yes. As I told you before, that we have to know the local information or local knowledge over there. If you don't have, you can use or utilize the high resolution data or high satellite image data. You can access it by web menu on the QGIS in the top toolbar of the QGIS. I think I already taught how to access the data. Sorry, Mr. Hafiz, can you check to the QGIS?
Yes.
I would like to show the room how to access the high resolution data. This data will help you to identify the object. Yeah. Okay. Now just zoom in the certain location that you want to be identified. For example, maybe in the built-up area. That's the hardest. Yeah. So,
Wait a minute.
yeah. Mr. Hafiz, please to zoom in the built-up area. Over there. Okay. So, Mr. Leo, now do you clear see this is the built-up area or not?
Subayu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Now, please go back to the Landsat layer, Mr. Hafiz. Let's activate the Landsat layer.
But remember that we're only working with the Landsat data, not this high resolution.
Yeah.
So
This data will help you. This data will help you to understand the pattern and also the tone and also the characteristic of the object in the satellite in the Landsat image.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, please, Mr. Hafiz, overlay it with the Landsat data. Yeah. Now you can see that the cyan color in here is to belong to the built-up area. Yeah. So why this is why the Landsat why the host our composite of Landsat appear cyan color like this one for the built-up area because the reflectance of the built-up area is strong in the near infrared, both near infrared 1 or near infrared 1. as you know that Mr. Hafiz used the composite color of the 5, 6, 7. 5 for the red channel, 6 for the green channel, 7 for the blue channel. Okay, keep in mind of this one. And then what is 5 channel? 5 channel is infrared, right? So every object that has strong reflection near infrared will be represented with the color of red. So if you see the bright red in the image, it means this object has the strong reflection in the near infrared, because in this case, near infrared input or fields in the red channel. Okay, now how with the build-up object? The build-up object has cyan color like this one. Cyan color is a combination between the blue color and the green color. Is it right? Can you imagine?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, is it right? So the cyan color is the combination between blue and green. Okay. Now, if you see this color composite, the green channel defined by fields by the short wave infrared in the band 6, and then the blue channel fields by the channel fields by the short wave infrared 2 of the band 7. So the combination, if the SWIR infrared both in the band 6 and in the band 7 combined together and give the strong reflectance, the equal strong reflectance, then the color will be cyan like this one, like you see in the image. So we can conclude that this object should be the built-up area.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you have to combine your local knowledge and also spectral knowledge of your object, something like that. That's combination, I think, for identifying the object. And also much practice, I think, to know more about your studied object. Oh yeah, and also sorry. I just to make sure that we have the same perception relating to the similarities distance. That maybe Mr. Rui Bayat or Mr. Sumiran, Mr. Sumiran asked before that what is the similarities distance. So I just to make sure that we have the same perception of this. That what I mean with the radius in the similarities distance is the certain offset value from the digital number of the training pixel. So wherever you take the training pixel should have the digital number. Then the offset value from your training pixel, that is the similarities distance. So this is not the spatial distance. So I just to make sure we have the same perception about this one. Maybe it's kind of the standard deviation that Mr. Wiboyer mentioned before. Yes, yeah, it's kind of that, I think. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Hafiz, may I ask a question?
Yes.
How to show the higher satellite image in QGIS, sorry. Because at my browser panel, when I open the XYZ tiles, I only have OpenStreetMap here. Yeah, I did not find the S3 satellite or another higher satellite image.
Okay.
Is it necessary?
Can you share your screen?
Oh, okay, sure.
Another question, because Dr. Bayu.
Sorry, I want to have a question. So, before the discussion that Mr. Umir says about the understory and the grass, I changed the composite we use the false color like 5, 6, 7, and I changed to 5, 6, 4 and to see the understory. Is it okay or because it looks like it's easier to look.
Okay. Some person more convenient with the composite of 5, 6, 4 or 5, 6, 7. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Some like me, I'm more convenient to use the composite of 5, 6, 7 to discriminate mangrove because maybe our eyes capabilities is quite different. Maybe some kind of different. I think it's okay, Mr. Kaisan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bayu.
Yeah.
Okay, go to Mr. Sumir.
Yeah.
Let's check the version of QGIS.
I use the version of the 3.10.
3.10. Yeah.
Can I give a suggestion? I think it's you can right click the XYZ tiles and then click a new connection, and then you just copy the link of the S3 connection. New connection.
Sorry. New connection.
New connection, and then you can add the URL of the S3, Bing, Google, and then you name it like that.
Okay. Thank you.
There is also another way to look for your data, your online data. But the simplest way, as I right doing chat room, you can follow this one. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I will try.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will stop share.
Yeah.
Okay, tapatin di signature. Okay.
Connection.
Mas Bay?
Yeah, please.
What time we must stop this exercise?
This session will finish at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, okay.
Yeah.
So, any have a problem or question about how to choose the training area here? I will wait you until you have select all class in your certain area. I want to ask Mr. Kaisar, how about your training area? Can you share your screen?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hafiz. I will share my screen. It exactly not. I'm not fully choose the training area. I just choose mangrove and understory. The next, I want to choose the water body. And sorry, Mr. Hafiz, there's a 5 different, like it's vegetation, mangrove, understory, grass, terrestrial vegetation.
Yep.
And then that is
Yep, only two.
Oh,
That's all.
okay. Okay. For the Berlin, I kind of confused. It's in the. Is it in like the part area in this the Berlin? No.
Berlin is you can see the area with the smooth texture with the cyan color and lighter in science.
Okay.
In settlement, one pixel maybe might be dark cyan, and pixel and another pixel beside the other one is maybe light. For example, here I want to share. Can I share my screen?
Sorry. You can. Sorry. Yeah, I need some example, Mr. Hafiz, like the Berlin. I just discussed with Mr. Humid before, and I kind of confused without the area that Berlin, the settlement.
Yeah. Actually, Berlin is like a field and without a vegetation cover. And on the image, Berlin have visualization like this with the cyan color and smooth texture, but settlement with the heterogeneous cyan color here and not a smooth texture like this. And the color is different, darker and lighter here, lighter and darker. Oh, I have make a note. Yep. Settlement. Oh, I miss Berlin.
Okay,
here.
this is helping so much. Thank you, Mr. Hafiz, for the classification in this map.
You're welcome.
Yep. The participant has request to you. Can you share your Word file in the chat so that we can follow the step?
Of course, yes. Right now or after we finish the exercise?
Maybe right now or?
I hope it's better after we finish the exercise.
Observe this. Well, then I won't be able to follow what you're doing because I'm confused.
Quick options.
What parts that make you confused?
Starting from selecting the ROI. That's
okay.
Where I've been lost. So can you go back to that section, please?
Okay. We will repeat again. It's okay. Okay, and then I have saved it with the name training area and training area 2. First, before we select the training area, we need to create new training input. All our training area data will save in a txt file in our process folder here. Rectangular folder explorer. Wait a minute. Mangrove mapping in process 3 maybe. No. 2. Here. Training input here. And then we will repeat again by creating new training area 2 and with empty ROI data. So what next? click on the plus icon here, and then identify the class. For example, we start from mangrove. Okay, we know that it is mangrove from the color that different have a different contrast from the terrestrial vegetation here, and this area close to the water or close to the river. And then after we choose the arrow eye, then type here, you can type 1, and then macro class name, type with vegetation, and then class ID, you can set 1, and then name, class name is mangrove. Yep. And then save temporary ROI to training input. Then we continue to other class, for example, waters. Then we click on the image in water, in river here, for example, and then macro class ID, it should be number 2, and the macro class name is water body. And then class ID, it is 2, type 2 here, and class name is river. And then save. Okay, finish. After that, we can change the colors. For example, mangrove, we want change the color with, we can change by double click on the color box here, double click here and choose, for example, green, and then river, for example, blue. And then continue the other class, for example, settlement here, click here, class name is settlement, and micro class should be a build-up area. And macro class ID, we choose 3, and class ID 3. Yeah. And how about if we want to, we need to more mangrove training area, just click on the mangrove area, and then set the macro class to number 1, vegetation. So the macro class name automatically change into vegetation. And then the class ID, we need to choose a 4 and mangrove. Oh no, not 4. Mangrove. Mangrove. 1. 1. Yes. And here we have 2 mangrove sample. We need to merge the sample by double click and merge item. Yes. So we have a merged mangrove here. Previously we have 1 and the second, the first, the first here and the second here. Then we need to merge. Right now we have 2, and because the similar area, the same area that overlap, we need to delete the previous one. That's it.
Thank you. How does the distance come in?
Yes, miss.
Yes, so how do you mention distance? Where does that fall into play?
Sorry, I cannot hear your voice clearly.
Oh, the distance come into play.
Yeah. The distance here. Do you mean the distance here?
Yes.
Okay. The default value here, if I'm not wrong, is 0.001. And before I choose a training area, I do not change the value. Then when I get to large area that cover more than 1 class, for example, I want to choose only mangrove, but the area take the other class, because the larger area, because we set a higher distance. After that, I will change the value into 0.1. 0.001. It is we can customize, and I think no standard how much the exact value we need to set. It depends on our area and our class variations on the image.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, yeah. Miss Etisam, how about your problem?
Yes, I think I am behind. It is stuck, so it's better to start from the beginning. But after the session is finished, I will start again and let you know because I am little bit behind. All the images is disappear. Something wrong. I don't know what is it, but I'm just now following you. Okay, and I will restart once more when you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
After you've merged the items, do you rename them or do you just leave them as like merged mangrove?
Please
so you
rename.
merge them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The story. Merge. Wait. Signature. Oh, man. Oh.
Kamu pernah keluar deh tadi dek. Dek, kamu nggak ada voucher ya dek?
Voucher apa lagi, Mah?
Tahu deh, mana tahu ada dek. Belum beli listrik cuma order 50.000 doang. Belum ada yang ngasih orang.
diskon 30% apa nih, maksimal 60.000 nih.
Nggak bisa itu, udah mau pakai tadi nggak bisa.
Ini Dede ya ngapain?
Sama kayak ini nih, Dede juga kan ini nih. Taruh. Coba cobain. Dia padahal masih ada pesanan itu tuh di sini. Oh. Habis tapi Nadra bisa tuh. Dia mau pesan sunlight lagi.
Di sini nggak bisa.
Nggak bisa itu.
Ini keluarnya mana keluarnya? Pakai akunnya satunya bisa?
Nggak ada.
Nggak ada apaan?
Nggak ada misiu. Itu nggak bisa ya. Ada misiu.
And the then step combine together to enter.
You can select multiple arrow.
Masuk pakai yang itu ya. 0877.
Udah sholat belum ya?
Sorry, Mr. Hafiz.
Yep.
After I merge the mangrove, the name is merge mangrove, and then can I share my screen?
Yep.
So I just merged some of the area. Like it's in Saudi, it's named to be merged mangrove.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and rename into mangrove and delete the previous one.
Oh, Saudi, all the one deleted. Okay. Oh, just like that. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Masuk
Yes.
ke yang 0877 pakainya ya. Oh iya, rak yang itu. Nggak ada
Ini
kan?
nomornya berapa?
Iya udah itu benar.
Nomor handphonenya berapa?
0877, yang 0877 ini.
0877.
Keluar aja dulu. Keluar dulu aja.
Apa ya? Document.
Masuk. 0877.
Kata sandinya apa kata sandinya?
Masuk pakai ini, masuk pakai ya bukan.
Dengan SMS.
Iya, tapi SMS-nya masuk.
Sorry, Mr. Hafiz.
Yep.
I wrong about the master class. So the Berlin I put in a vegetation. Is there any works that I can change to build up area or just let it be?
No. You need to delete and to select again.
Oh, so I just do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hafiz.
Why we choose the training area? Because the software will take a pixel value in our training area. So when we ask a software to classify, for example, to classify mangrove, but we give reference value on the build-up area, so the result will be worse. That's why we need to choose the exact class on each object.
Sorry, another question, Mr. Hafiz. So if I just merge the mangrove, for example, and then I want to add some mangrove again, and I merge to the other one, is it work?
Yeah, is it work? And you need to delete the previous one.
Okay, so I just delete the new one because I just merged it with the new one. Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Hafiz, are you here? Mr. Hafiz, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have the same problem again and again. Can I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. So here is my training sample, and I classified the area. But I tried a couple of times, but the same result will appear. The bare land, water body, and the settlement that merge together. That means they cannot separate it several times, because my signature file showed that the plot value range overlap among the bare land, water body, and build-up area. But I clearly select the training sample with the specific area, that is bare land, water body, and build-up area. But all the three training sample merge in the classification area. What can be the problem?
Okay, sir, wait a minute. Water body, it must be blue. Okay. Could you show us the training area in layers, sir? Go to layers and uncheck on the classification package. Yes. And okay. Okay. And then check again, sir, the classification package. Unclassified. Settlement. Yeah. If something happen like this, sir, it's usually due to our training area, sir. Our ROI. Why I want to see your layer, because I want to know your ROI sample distribution, but I cannot see the ROI sample distribution.
How to show the ROI sample distribution?
Yeah.
Is there any way?
It must be in the layers, but wait a minute. Mas Bayu, I wanna call a friend, sir. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you give a suggestion with the result, with the Mr. Rubayat result about the application?
Yeah, would you please to show us your ROIs?
Okay, I have the same problem. I have done the training and the classification couple of times, but got the same result. Actually, this is, you can see in the left side, this is my training sample. And I have trained, merged very accurately, I'm sure, but when I classified, the output file merges the settlement, water body and badland.
Would you please to show us your ROI, your region of interest layer?
Okay.
Not here. I think in the layer doc. Yeah, and then over there. And then, where is your ROI?
Yeah, we have the same problem, Mas Bayu.
Yeah. But
I asked.
I have to look to the ROI layer, to the ROI layer. So it can make clear how did you defining the ROI. Like this. And then, okay, if you would you please move your cursor to the layer doc, layers doc. Okay, and then do you remember where you put the ROI file? Do you remember?
There may be not any ROI file. Maybe I didn't delete it.
Oh, you didn't delete it because I don't see your ROI file in this layer doc. So I cannot evaluate your ROI.
So is there any way to regain this training sample again?
Okay, maybe better if you repeat your process. Yeah, please.
Sorry?
Yeah, maybe better if you repeat your process because I cannot evaluate your result. I cannot evaluate your result because I cannot see your ROI file in the layer doc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
and I just want to ask you.
They don't answer.
You see my annotate here. I draw a line here. Yeah. Oh, I see.
This is water body.
Yeah, water body. Okay, clear. And
There are some settlement.
Yeah, I know settlement. Just to make sure that your settlement or build up sample, not including water body.
Here is my water body sample. Here are some other water body sample.
Yeah.
Here are water body sample. And these are mangroves. These are bare lands.
Yeah. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now, if you please to move your cursor to the classification doc. To the classification doc.
Should I rename the CID?
No. Just move your cursor on the classification doc and then click on. Wait, I will show you. Click on the
classification here.
No, click on here.
Okay.
This is classification doc. Yeah, click on here.
No response.
Is it work? Oh, I see. Just sort your ROIs. Select this, all of this one, all of this sample. Sort.
One.
Sort. No. Sort. Click and sort. Click on your ROI and sort until sort.
Where is the short button?
Oh, just click your mouse. Hold your left click your mouse and hold, and then hold. Left click, not right click. Left click.
Left click.
Yeah, left click, and then hold the left click, and then sort until the row number 4.
Sorry.
Yes, like this one. Yes, until number 4.
Until number 4.
Until number 4. Yeah. All. Yes.
All.
Yeah. All. Okay. Now click on this one. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyone voluntary? Have you make sure that your data is in a bed set 1 or bed set 2? Yeah. Mr. Rubair, have you make sure your data is in bed set 1 or bed set 1 or bed set 2?
Well, I can't hear you actually clearly.
Oh, yeah. have you make sure that you use the set, the appropriate set. If you just to synchronize between the ROI is taken from the set and set.
Band set.
Yeah.
So, well, still it is
still
working.
in project. Later.
So all on one color. Go up. Yeah.
This is your first try or second try or third try?
And then we just keep on it. Okay.
Mr. Rubayat, this is your first try?
Belum sholat deh dari tadi.
Oh, this is in this session. This is my third try.
Third try. And the result still the same.
Yes, result is always same. Okay, let me check. It's still working.
It's still still working. Yes. I see you have a good sample, I think.
Of the input plastic tube, can you show us the raster file? Plastic. Amin.
So yeah, while we are waiting for the Rubayat PC working, I just to make a clarification of the steps to activate the quick map service. So actually, I missed one step to.
The same process happened again and again.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, there is every class. That the process for the each class. So after one class finish, and then they start
another.
Yeah. So before you access the online resource, you have to activate the web quick map service by accessing the plugin menu, and then click on the manage and install menu. And then on the search bar, the search column, just write down the quick map service. And then you will see the list of the plugin that containing the quick map service. Just click on that plugin and then click on install. After you finish to install the quick map service plugin, then you can access the online resource by click on the web menu and then click on the quick map services, and then click on the setting. Okay, I think this is already finished.
Yes, already finished.
Yes, then click on the classification process. Oh, you can see this is the input then set one, just to make sure if you choose the right or the appropriate band set, click on the band set here, just to make sure we have the same band set. Okay. Okay, now back to the classification. Okay, now just make sure yes, it is correct. And then, okay, let me try to run this test.
Okay.
Bismillah. Sorry, Mr. Rubayat, how many bands do you use for the classification? And what kind of bands do you use? Band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or what?
Actually, during composite or what?
For as the input for the band set.
7 file you see here, the band set, the 7.
Oh, maybe better to remove the band one. Okay, okay. Let's check your result.
Okay.
Okay, I think better.
It's much better. Much better.
Better.
Now
we still have quite bit of error here.
Okay, I think it's a minor error. There is a discontinuation, fragmentation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe we can also check if the spectral proof. It's much better.
Much better. Thank you. Thank you. I will correct it.
Yeah. I think all of us still need more practice to conduct the classification, especially when we are defining the ROIs. It's a critical process.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Bayer.
Yes.
Sorry, so Mr. Hafiz, after we merge, we classified like like that, or any I'm not following that step.
Which part? Maybe better if you share your screen. Then we can take a look.
Okay, thank you. So I just finished merge all of my ROI, and then we into the next step.
ROI. Okay, the next step, just click on the processing icon in here. Wait. I think that now.
Wait me, Mr. Bayu. I will give a demo.
Oh,
okay. Mr. Hafiz, thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Hafiz.
Yes, okay. Okay. We need to continue the exercise. I have write a note for you, and I will complete it with a picture. I hope it will help you after this exercise. And I want to continue. We need to continue the exercise for to do the classification. I have to share my screen. Oh, chat from Alhamdulillah. Sorry, I lost my connection. Alhamdulillah, Mas Bay. And then we have training sample for several class. with the macro class are macro classes are vegetation, build-up area, and water body. 3 macro classes. And then in each macro classes, we have vegetation, we have a mangrove, terrestrial grass, and etc. And before to do a classification, we can evaluate our training area based on the spectral signature by select all the class name here, and then click on the add highlight signature here. And for the folder, Mr. Bayu will explain to us, and then I will skip this. I want because we need to continue the exercise to evaluate our training samples. You can click on the activate classification pointer, but make sure that you have a band that you want to use for classification in for me in band set 2 for clip bands here in band set 2. So classification must be on the classification in band processing must be set in number 2, and then to evaluate, click here plus here activate classification and click on the image. So we have a preview of our classification results.
Sorry, can you repeat, Mr. Hafiz?
Yeah. Just click the icon here, sir, Mr. Kaisar. Can you see my pointers? Activate classification. Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Hafiz.
Yeah.
We have one question in chat room from Anggia.
How many
ROI or minimum total area we must build a training area for a best result?
Thank you, Mr. Bayu, for answering the question. You are the best mate.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bayu.
The best partner. Mr. Bayu is my boss. And then, according to my sample, I think I will have good results because, like for example, like water here, the water has classified with good results until the river, the small river inside the mangrove area here, and when if I do not have add more sample, then we continue to do a classification from the SGP windows. Here, Mr. Kaisar, here, guys, go to the make sure you have all bands, all clip bands in band set 2. Yeah, and then go to band processing, and then choose classification, and then select input band set is, for me, it is number 2, and check on the CID because we need to classify the name of class. If you check on the micro ID, the result will be only 3 class, only vegetation, build-up area, and water body. We need a detailed class. So check on the CID. After that, choose the maximum likelihood. There are three classification algorithm to classify the image, but as I know, the best algorithm is maximum likelihood. And then just ignore the option here and check the create factor, mean our results not only in a raster data but also in vector data, and then run. And here we need to type the classification name. I put it in process number 2. Clip here, my clip here. Clip here and next like plus. No. Plus next slide. Save. Yep. Please continue with your sample. I see. I saw Mr. Rubiot have done with the results. Question. So in other words, for this method, you must have local degree knowledge before to choose the sample. Nice. Oh.
So, check.
Yes, and now I get problems. The consequence using the free software.
Mr. Hafiz, I just finished the classification maximum likelihood.
Yes.
And the results is out.
Can you share your screen?
It's wait. Is it done? Wait. Sorry, I share my screen. Goes like this.
Yep. Nice. Good result.
So it's right. The process is complete, like for the classification. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
Thank you, Mr. Hafiz.
Oh, Mr. Kaiser, I need your help because I got a problem. My software is stuck, not respond. Sometimes I miss RGIS Pro, but it's too expensive. Okay, I will guide you to continue the process. Please share your screen.
Okay. Apa tuh, Mbak?
And what happened?
Okay, I share my screen. Actually, there's something that I selected before. How to select this?
Your ROI is selective. Just click on the ROI box on the icons. Yes.
Oh. And then there is still
And then,
okay. Next.
And then go to the SCP Windows.
SCP Windows.
Yep. And maximize the Windows. Then go to post processing.
Post processing.
Yes, and choose classification sieve.
Classification sieve.
Yes, and select the classification.
Select the classification.
Yeah, the process will eliminate the pixel, the pixel. What? Only one pixel inside the big polygon. It will eliminate a small pixel, small classification results. You will see the result after the process, and then refresh first. Refresh, and then select the others data and max like class, and then size threshold is choose the default setting, and then run.
Oh, pixel connection is still 4K.
Yeah,
just
run.
And then
where is the classification result with the name max class max like? Oh yeah. Okay. Then click on the max like class. Click and go to the file name _sieve. Type _sieve. Okay, and save.
It's done.
Yeah, and then back to QGIS and move to layers, not in SCP docs. Yeah. Layers. Yep. Okay. Okay. You can drag max like class if yeah. So then try to see the difference by check and uncheck with the previous results. Yep.
So it's eliminate the pixels that
the single pixel, yeah.
Yeah.
Eliminate the pixel.
Oh yeah, I see.
After that, please save your project before you get a crash or stuck like me.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Hafiz, I have some questions. So I don't know what I clicked before the ROI session, but I don't know. I just click polygon. So there's an X like this in my.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Actually, is it okay?
I think
or just let it be.
Yeah, just let it.
Okay. Okay. I will stop my screen. It's
no. Still continue.
Okay.
Because my software is stuck.
Okay. I'll follow.
Just help me. And then save your project. Okay. Save your project, and then back to the SCP Windows. Oh. Okay, and then still in post processing and move to raster to wait.
Raster to vector.
Yeah. We need to find raster to vector. Classification, accuracy, then.
Is this one classification to vector?
Yeah, classification to vector. And check the dissolve output. Marks like no. Select the classification. Marks like you need to refresh it.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah, and marks like shift. And check on the dissolve output box. Dissolve output box. Yeah. And then run. And then click on the marks lights. Okay. And yes, delete the stop and underscore vec vec underscore this diss. Yes, it means dissolve and save.
Oh, dissolve.
Yeah.
Okay, save.
Bismillah.
Okay, it's done.
Try to minimize. And move to layers.
This one?
Yep. And open the attribute data by right click and choose properties. On the marks like fact class this. Yeah.
Ini click categorize or what?
Oh no. Go to attribute.
Sorry, attribute.
Yeah. Close the layer properties.
Okay.
And then right click. Oh, wait. Close the layer properties first. Yeah. And then open attribute table. Open attribute table. Oh, still 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Digital number and FID. Okay. We need to repeat again. And back to SCP. And yes, and uncheck the dissolve output. Yes, and run again. And on the dissolve, on the save effect underscore this and give a number 2. Yeah. And save.
Okay, I save.
No, this. Sorry. Just marks like class vector. Yeah. And delete the number 2.
Okay.
Yep.
So save.
And then back to QGIS. Yep. And go to can you find a toolbox on your QGIS?
Toolbox.
Yeah.
Where is toolbox?
Open processing.
Processing.
Box. No, not in web. Wait, where is toolbox here, over there? Yes, and type dissolve.
This one?
Dissolve. Yep. And
For this,
dissolve in GDAL, GDAL, and choose dissolve. Yeah.
oh, Judal, vector geoprocessing, and then dissolve.
Yeah. Before running the process, please open the attribute table on the max lights vector and open the attribute table. Yeah. Digital number. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Digital number. Yes. Yes. That's management. Yes, okay. We need to dissolve to merge the polygon with the same digital number. So back to toolbox and choose dissolve.
This one, Judal, vector geoprocessing, and then dissolve.
Yep. Okay, max like vector and dissolve field. And dissolve field. Choose DN, digital number. Yep. And on dissolve, save to temporary file. Yep, click there. Save to file. Choose save to file. And then type the name with max like class fact and underscore dissolve. Yeah, and save. Please don't crash.
And then?
Oh, you have get the result and then close.
No, I'm not running. I just run it.
No, yes. See the on the layer box. You can see the max like class fact and dissolve package. Oh,
I'm not running.
Previous, run.
Just
It.
run. Okay.
Oh, where is RGIS Pro? Yeah, it's okay. I'm close.
Yeah, okay, I close it.
Close it.
So there's no output.
Okay. Wait a minute. Try to dissolve from grass vector.
This one? Dissolve?
Yeah.
The algorithm cannot be run. Check that for 7 fold.
Wait a minute. Go to plugins. Manage, yes. And type. Calculate geometry.
This one?
Yep, install plugin.
Okay, it's installed. And then
and close. And close. And right click on the max like vector. Okay. I want to see again on the max like vector and dissolve.
Wait,
the other layers.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Second,
so this,
yeah, second one, yes.
And then
open attribute table. Okay. Okay. Back to the first one. And calculate geometry. And just check only area. We need to do more first. We need to do more first. Cancel. Cancel. Okay. Wait a minute. Right click on the max light vector. Okay, and calculate geometry. And then check area and change the unit with the hectares. Yes, and then okay.
The calculation system is right. Okay,
it's right. 49 north. Okay. Mr. Bayu, where are you?
It's wait, is it running?
Yeah. Right click on the vector. Yes. And open the metadata. Open attribute table. Sorry. Open attribute table, and you have the area in hectares unit. And our problem here is we cannot dissolve the vector, the class.
Okay.
I need to Mr. Bayu help.
Maybe one of us has success to dissolve. So save.
Yeah.
Did I just save it? Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Don't forget to save.
Okay. So that's it. So I stop sharing or just being like this, Travis?
Well, I need to ask Mr. Bayu because right now has 3 o'clock. Mbak Amel? Mbak Amel? Anyone have a question? We still miss one step.
To
lay out the map. Yes, sir.
Well, the question is going to be since I think I see the problem that you're having now, that you're trying to get the classes to show one. You could still like manually rename them on the classification on the attribute table to get it to show. But I think I see what you're trying. The question I would have though is if you've done this within the training area, but you want it to apply to a larger area, would you have to then just do a larger training area, or could you use this training area to then run it across a larger map?
Okay.
So if we had a larger Landsat TIFF, essentially. But remember, we defined the small training area when we were doing the classification. So does this classification only apply to that training area? Because I think my thought was that the training area would teach the program how to recognize these things, and then you can apply it on a larger scale. But currently, we're only applying it to the training area. So I'm just trying to figure out if you wanted to do it on a larger area, you just have to make the training area larger.
Yes, sir. Because when we apply on the larger area, it's mean we have a big variation of pixel values, sir. So we need to the important thing to select the training area is the distribution of training areas, sir. We need to choose a sparse on the all area, almost all the areas, sir. Not only focus on, for example, on water, just focus on the sea. We need go to the river, and we must cover all the area to select the training area for each class, like that. And then the other tips, I think, if we only focus on land area or terrestrial area, we don't need information on the water, like a sea or like a sea. When we want to classify the Landsat image or Sentinel, it's better to clip only in our interest area, sir. Because when we play in all scene, in the whole scene of Landsat, I think we need to choose a lot of class that might we don't need all of it. Maybe we only focus on the forest or on the vegetation, and it's better to remove or clip and exclude the sea, like that.
Okay.
And I don't know if we run the classification in Google Earth Engine, because we will exercise a Google Earth Engine for tomorrow, and I curious also about the results, because the Google Earth Engine will process the whole image. Sebayu or visual committee, what next? Take a break of 5 minutes. I need to go to washroom.
Selesai belum?
Okay, I just restart my QGIS. And after I have class marks like in raster format, and then I need to go to no pre-processing, post-processing, and classification sieve. Yeah. And marks like class marks like threshold and run. Sieve. Hooray! Nice. Okay. Yes. And then go to classification to vector, marks like class, refresh, sieve, and dissolve is it does not work. CID use code from signature list. Oh, maybe we need to check. Process geo package. Wait, I need to save. Okay. Check. Save, run, process. This one. Max like fact is of max like safe fact is of safe. Sorry, my internet connection unstable. Yes. Thank you. Include one more temporary list layer of the server. Yes. Go to marks like save layers like save. We need to convert to classification to vector. Okay. Save. Next, like save vector. Thank you, Python.
Mr. Hafiz?
We'll try.
Ini, Anggia. She says she successfully used the digital number to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe she can share it.
Yes, yeah, please share.
I heard you, Kaisar. Wait. But I still have not. Wait.
Have you success?
This is success?
To be solved? No.
Is it success?
No.
No.
The result is we only have 3 mangrove settlement, Berlin settlement, and mangrove.
I just do the next step, but still don't have stratify Roy because
try to symbolize the fact the layer. Symbolize close the attribute table, close it first, and and right click and choose properties on the layers and properties, and then go to yes and value, go to, choose DN and classify.
This?
Yes. And okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Well done, Anggi, luar biasa.
But the Roy is not complete. Not complete.
No. Because you should give ID number, class ID. It's yeah.
I still not check
number
the
1 for mangrove and number 2 for river.
Yeah.
And you have mangrove into class number 1 and number 2.
Okay. Stop share.
Yeah, it's okay. Item. Stay close. Wait a minute, I'm still trying. Right click here, and then okay. vegetation, built-up area, water body, classification. Six, 7. SCP, please. Cluster, vector. Bugs like sieve when one digital of the food to create CID. Close, factorize, save. Two. Okay. Symbology. CID. And 1 until 8. Finally, I success to convert raster into vector file. So, where is my participant here? So the conclusion is, if you get a trouble to convert from raster to vector through the SCP plugin, because I got 3 times fail to convert from SCP, even though the SCP provide the tools for classification to vector, but I failed to use to run the process. Then I do it manually from toolbox that has provided in QGIS. You can search in processing toolbox here, processing toolbox, or you can find in processing toolbox here. And then type raster to vector and choose polygonize raster to vector. And then input file is, of course, the class marks like sieve that have minimum error from the single pixel inside the larger area. And then name of the field to create, the default is the digital number, DN, and I changed into a CID. A CID is similar to the class marks like shift, or similar to the training input here, CID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, sir.
Sorry, could you just repeat that point? So the polygonized one.
Yes.
What do you say you changed to the CID?
Here, sir, the name of the field to create. The result can be seen on the yes, sir.
Right.
If we live with the DN, the field's name here will be DN.
Okay.
And then let's try the last step to dissolve. Don't forget to save.
Wait, Mr. Hafiz, so after the polygonize, I just tried to polygonize and then save the file as next class like again. Next class shift factor 2.
Wait. I will repeat. To do the polygonize process, I let the factorize. I let the file, my file, in temporary file.
Oh, okay. Not safe. Okay.
Because I have got 3 times failed. Or if I success, and then I will save. I will save with the name mark shift factor number 2, and then
so I just run it with temporary files. Okay.
Yeah, and then type dissolve here. Where is dissolve? And there is 3. No, 3. Yeah, 3 dissolve from vector geometry, GDAL, and grass. It is I think 3 methods to dissolve the data. Dissolve. Let's try from the GDAL.
Looks like Hasid, just as a side note, yeah, I had actually gotten the vector created using the SCP. It didn't fail. So I actually thought you were trying to dissolve it, but I had got the vector created. Yes.
Can you share your screen, sir?
All right, no problem.
Thank you. Because we will calculate geometry. Sorry, maintain the connection. Yep. It's, and
so I'd done it once here, right?
Yep. Can we see the attribute table, sir, on the classification vector dissolve? Yep.
Oh, vector dissolve or?
Oh.
So this is where it, yes, even when I did the dissolve, it never combined them, but I had the vector.
Okay.
So what I did is that I just right, I categorized it, and then I could just change the names here accordingly.
Okay. Can you go to attribute table, sir?
For this one?
Attribute table. Right click and choose attribute table.
Yeah.
Yep. we still cannot see your attribute table. Here, sir,
Oh,
maybe
I think it's the internet connection thing. Can you see it now? No?
No, sir.
Okay, can you see now?
Still waiting. Yep. Number six. Okay. It is not the result, sir, because we need to only single digital number with a single FID. For example, only 6, only digital number with number 6 for digital number, only one FID.
Right.
Yes.
Right, but wasn't that a problem with the dissolve and not with the vector?
I will try from toolbox, sir. I will show to you.
Okay. All right.
I hope we success to dissolve. Dissolve. Let's try. Looks like shift factor 2. Dissolve CID geometry and let file name in a temporary file and run. Have invalid, please fix the thank you. Right from this training area 3 vector dissolve CID. Oh no. Vector max vector invalid. Please fix the geometry. Yes. Layer. 3264 9. Okay. Try from this dissolve and dissolve. Process. So, oh. Much like vector attribute C vector and then dissolve. Dissolve.
It's maybe better if you export your data into step file and then do it again for the dissolve process.
Yes, Mas Bay.
Maybe better if
Kurang keras, Mas Bay.
Oh, yeah.
More louder.
Yeah, maybe better if you export your vector file into the step file, and then after you have the step file, and then you do it again for the dissolve process.
My file here has a step file, Pak Bayu, Mr. Bayu.
Oh, step file already.
There's 3 step file.
Step file already.
Do you have a solution for my problem here? Because the last step is only doing dissolve, and then calculate geometry, and then done.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I want to go to washroom.
We didn't experience these things in another room, so I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we can continue to the calculate process, I think.
Maybe one of participants has already finished or success, maybe. You can share to us. Yeah. Because I worry that QGIS version.
If anyone has tried this process,
so for the record that we tried before, we got a problem that the max class after the maximum likelihood class shift, we cannot get the digital number that is mentioned by Mr. Hafiz. So Mr. Hafiz tried to get them, and for the record, it's not working until now. So we still find a way to do it. Thank you.
I see. That is, all of the participants experience these things, or only Mr. Hafiz and you maybe, Mr. Kaiser?
I don't know. So I share my screen before, and Mrs. Anggia too, Mr. Ruleo too, and from Mr. Hafiz says it is not clear enough. So we stuck, and Mr. Hafiz tried to find a way to do that.
Oh, I see. Because in another room, we didn't have any experience like this. So I don't know how to solve this problem. Like, maybe we can skip the dissolve process, Mr. Hafiz. Just move to the calculation area process.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have guided Mr. Kaisar to calculate the area. Yeah. Calculate geometry, area, and hectares or square kilometers. I think in. Okay. Put attributes. Mr. Bayu, can you assist me to calculate to sum up the area on each class?
Yeah. Okay. After you calculate the area of each class, then if you want to know how.
Wait. Maybe it's better to calculate in meter square, I think, because it's 0.00.
Yeah, please.
Yep.
Okay. Now after you got the area calculation, like in the display. Now, if you want to know how the size of the mangrove area, for instance, just click on the select by attribute in the icon of select by attribute. Please, Mr. Hafiz, click on the select by attribute icon.
Select by attribute.
Now,
or here.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now, look at in the middle column here, and click here, field, and choose the ID. The ID. Yeah. Then click on the equal sign here, and then write down the ID of your desired object. For the instance, we would like to know how the size area of mangrove. So we can write down here the ID of mangrove, OQ1. You can see in this information. The mangrove ID is 1. So write down here with number 1.
Okay.
And then click select feature.
Select feature.
Yeah.
Here.
Select feature. Here. Do you see my annotation?
Okay. CID.
Okay, now close the dialog. Please close the dialog. After you close the dialog, now right click on the toolbar. Anywhere in the toolbar, just right click. And then click on the statistic panel. Yeah, now you see the statistic panel in the left of your display QGIS here. And then give a tick mark over here. Selected features only. Give a tick mark. Okay. Now make sure you choose the proper file name here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, now click. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. After you already sure that this is your correct file name, and then click on this sign to choose which field that's containing the area number. Okay, now you can see this is the summarize of all polygons defining of mangrove object. So if you look at in this number, so we have 13 million square meter of mangrove area. 13 million. Oh, sorry, 1.3 million. Okay, that's all. I think the way to calculate the area of each object is easy. I think it's not a difficult process. So you can try it later after the training. Okay, Mr. Hafiz?
Yes, Mr. Bayu.
Yep.
What next?
Yeah, I think it's over. I think.
Yep. I will complete my note here in Word, and I will try to find how to solve the problem we solve, and I will write it on my words, and I will send it to you from WhatsApp group. The final objective today is until we calculate, we understand, we know the area of mangrove that we can calculate. We can calculate from the using the statistic manually by select the all polygon, all mangrove polygon, and then calculate the statistic. Then we know the sum of area. It is the worst ways, the worst option to understand if we cannot dissolve our polygon. Any question from all of you, and or please nggak usah dissolve apa-apa sampai perhitungan. Oke. Any other question? Mr. Bayu, what next?
Actually, the time limitation of the session is 3:30. So you already.
I want to ask something to you. Is possible for us, for me, to get the screenshot for your results on your laptop or PC and send to WhatsApp group? So I know the progress from each participant is okay, or something still have trouble.
Yeah, no problem, Hafiz.
Yeah, don't worry if you still choose the training area. It's okay. Okay, I will wait the screen capture from your PC about the results for today. I think that's all. And what next, Mr. Wayan? Mr. Bayu?
Sorry.
Closing remarks?
Actually, room number 2 is waiting for you in the main room. But I asked Mr. Yunus to dismiss the class. So I think if there is any question to the Mr. Hafiz and Mr. Bayu, you can deliver the question into the chat WhatsApp group. So I think Mr. Bayu and Hafiz are the cheerful and helpful persons. So they will help all of you. If there is no question, maybe we can take a photo session. Yeah. Just any committee here?
just a little comment before the question.
Yeah, please, Mas Bayu, please.
Yeah, so thank you very much for the session, for the participants. So this session is, I think this is the basic session of how to conduct the image analysis using the QGIS. But actually, in the current development of technology, now we already moved to other platforms in the Google Earth Engine. We will show you how to conduct an analysis using the Earth Engine in the tomorrow session, and also until Tuesday, I think. Until Tuesday, yeah. Okay. And then why we show these two kind of platforms, because we give you an option whether whether when you want to conduct study in the small area, maybe the more efficient if you use the QGIS, because the QGIS not much consume many energy and not much consume any space on your computer. And then wherever you want to conduct large area of your study, maybe more efficient if you use the Google Earth Engine, because the Google Earth Engine use the big resource of the computer system, so you can utilize it to conduct complex analysis, and also hardware analysis like that. Okay, maybe that's all. And we hope this training session from the day 1 till day 2, we are adding knowledge for your, we are adding your knowledge and adding skills to conduct analysis, especially in the GIS. And also we do apologize if you have many limitations to deliver the training material to you. Okay, I think that's all, Mr. Eka. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Bayu. Yeah, tomorrow we will learn a lot and maybe valuable. I think the most valuable topic, I think, maybe Mas Bayu, yeah? The most updated topic for tomorrow. So I think relating to Google Earth Engine, yeah, Mas Bayu, yeah? Yeah, related to Google Earth Engine, this is a quite powerful software. You don't need the best PC to run it. I can use my mobile phone. Even Monma can run the Google Earth Engine. So I think it's quite powerful. So I think you will not regret for joining tomorrow. Yeah. For now, I think we can take a photo session together in this room. Can you open your camera, please? Show your smile. Show your smile and comb your hair, maybe. Mas Bayu, comb your hair. Okay, Mbak Fitria, yang ambil.
Okay. Okay, I'll count to 3. Because there's only one screen here. 1, 2, and 3.
Show your finger now. Finger. Another photo. Show your finger.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, so cute you are. Okay, thank you for all of the participants here in the room number 1. And thank you for Pak Hafiz. Thank you for Mas Bayu for today. You can say thank you to them now.
Yes, see you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, the class will be dismissed and see you tomorrow. Thank you. Don't forget to complete LMS, okay? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.